Hi everyone, it's Reki, and welcome back to another episode of Project Zomboid on Point in West Point. My character Emily and I are in the process of heading up to the military checkpoint between West Point and Louisville. We are almost there, and I had to split up the last episode because it was getting to be a little bit too long, so I apologize for the kind of strangeness at the end of the last episode and the strangeness kind of at the beginning of this one, but we'll manage it. We'll make it through. I'm still kind of learning the optimal time for these episode lengths, so please let me know in the comments what you think. Would you rather see me do longer episodes? Because in some instances it just seems more natural to split things up according to how events fall. So, for example, if I say I'm going to the military checkpoint, then I feel like it's only natural to have the journey to the military checkpoint be one episode and the looting of the military checkpoint be another episode, but those could both be anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour apiece. And I've been trying to hold things to between 15 and 30 minutes. And it just seems like sometimes that means I get to a 45-minute or a 50-minute episode and I have to go back and split it up after the fact, which makes it a little weird. So let me know what you guys think about that. I'd really appreciate it. And without further ado, let's get back to the episode. Alright, we're coming up to a turnoff. You stay on this, continue going forward. And we're already seeing, is that guy a soldier? We might be seeing dead soldiers already. No, but he took a pretty good beating. Over here, we'll get this one. And darn it, she just went into tired mode. Okay. I don't really want to stop her and make her sleep in the middle of the road. So we're going to hope that there's not too much zombie congestion when we get up to the encampment. Alright, so we go around the bend here over the railroad tracks. You can pick the railroad tracks up here and take them all the way back to where we were. I'm just going to bypass these guys. I don't want to keep tiring her out. If we get to the military encampment and we can find some vitamins and I can get her out of tired, oh my god, this is a problem. We need to take care of that, and we're going to have to do that soon. And I would normally stop and do that, but not while she's tired. And here we have some more wreck congestion, so we're going to go around it because apparently this is a big wreck. Wow, look at the size of this thing. Ah, and there we go. Okay, so now we are at the encampment, and what we need to do is get in and out of here as quickly as possible. And we have to destroy these barriers. I don't think you can remove these at all. I know at one point in time you couldn't. And I know that there's definitely a gate up ahead of us that is locked, and the only way through it is to use the sledgehammer on it. And unfortunately, using the sledgehammer tires your character out. So that's another reason against going after all those zombies. However, by the time we get back through here, they'll have dispersed some, and that could be good or it could be bad. It could be bad because they might all walk up this way and eventually make it to the encampment, causing us issues, or it could be good because they might just head out of here and disperse into the woods. So there's one zombie, there's two zombies. Alright, and that is all we needed the sledgehammer for. So what I'm going to do is get in here and drop that in the seat, because carrying it makes you more tired. That might actually be one of the reasons why she is tired, to be honest. Alright, and I see a zombie heading this way, and this one's got some gear on. Military boots, and the rest of this stuff we don't really need. So let's pull in here. Here's one naked except for a pair of panties, it looks like. No, she was actually wearing clothes. It just looked like they were invisible. Or maybe because they were so light colored, I couldn't see them. Alright, and this is where we want to start being careful. It looks like we've got 2 zombies here, and the one to the right has not noticed us yet, and this one has a backpack or some sort of gear. Beret, military desert boots. Well, I thought... There it is. Alright, we're going to equip that on our back, and we're also going to equip this. Because that's one of the things we're looking for, is the combat webbing. And I didn't get it on before this zombie became a threat. I'm hearing a lot of these zombies. Let's loot all this stuff out of this guy. Alright, I want to wear this. That's going to make my life a lot easier. I want to put this and this in the backpack. Oh, and I'm carrying a spiked baseball bat, which I'm going to drop for now. Maybe I'll pick it up and repair it later, but... Alright, let's see what these guys are carrying. This one had a ring, but nothing else. This one had boots and a wallet we can break down. Alright, so if you notice, the webbing has 10. Oops, and I accidentally put stuff in it, which I didn't mean to do. That school bag needs to go into the rucksack. And the ARVN rucksack has 49. And we're going to go this way, and we're going to drive in here. And we are going to head for the first aid tent first. And let's see if we can find some stuff now that we're here that would really help. So it looks like we've got some disinfectant, possibly some antibiotics, which are useful, but no vitamins. Still, if we're careful, we can get in and out of here in reasonably good time with, you know, all the stuff we can find. And hopefully not die. That's the hope here. And while we're here, let's take this other generator, because nobody out here is going to need it. let's open the door. Put it in the car immediately. And you can do that using the context menu. You can open and close the door to access the doors from outside. I tend to like to sit in and then put things in and out of the seats simply because I feel like it's a bit safer, but sometimes it's more efficient to just access the door from the outside. Alright. So now is when things start to get a little bit hairy because we're going to start going in and out of some of these tents looking for things. And luckily, most of them have windows, so you can have a look at what's in them. Let's take that. Oh, there's another chest rig. Perfect. And some boots. I'm kind of selectively grabbing gear. Another backpack. A gas mask. More boots. We've probably got 4 or 5 pairs of boots, so that's probably all I'll pick up for boots at the moment. I like the military combat boots because they give you 100% protection on your feet. Alright, there's another gas mask. We don't need one. I'm not going to take a visor. I will take walkie-talkies, though, and knives, because they're hard to find. You always want to carry a knife with you because it's useful for so many things, and actually, I don't even have one. So while I'm here, let's attach it to my belt, and then I'll put it back in my main inventory and I'll favorite it. Anytime you need to cut something, you always have a knife with you then, and that also includes things like bread and meat. You'll use your hunting knife for that. Another hunting knife, another walkie-talkie. Oops, grab that, thank you. Poncho is useful. Oh, that helmet has a nice defense. I think it's better than the one I'm currently wearing. Yes, I'm wearing a hard hat. Let's wear this instead. Where did it go? It's down here. So let's favorite this. Let's favorite this. Let's favorite this so we don't accidentally lose those things. Was there anything else here? No. Okay. And this is how you upgrade your equipment as you go. And I want to grab one of these army coats because I think these army coats had a pretty good rating too. I just don't know whether they're better than some other things, so I want to compare them. And there's another walkie-talkie. Now, walkie-talkies are extremely useful because you can tune them once you know the automated broadcast channel. You can tune them to that channel and use them to listen to the broadcast on the go. There's a hiking bag. We'll grab that. Sniper Viper hood. I think if I put that on, that's going to take the place of my helmet, which I don't want to do at the moment. And now my backpack is full, so I'm going to start unloading stuff into the car. And at some point I have to go through her old backpack and move stuff over because she doesn't have her food or water in this backpack she's currently wearing. But there's a bulletproof vest. We'll take that. If we can find some of the armor, that would be even better. There's another chest harness. We'll take that. There's another helmet. I like to have backups because the military gear takes damage and a lot of it cannot be repaired. So taking backups of things is helpful. Some things can be repaired, some things were added, but the tailoring, the mod that allows you to do a lot of tailoring is, I think, part of Viperal's recycling. And in the beginning, none of the gear from other mods was included. Camo shirt, army pants, none of that is helpful. Tactical cap, helmet, visor, beret, boots, another bulletproof vest. Bite defense of 30, scratch defense of 55. Is that better than what I'm currently wearing? Yes, we don't even have a bulletproof vest on. Alright, so let's just wear one of these temporarily. Anything that we can do to improve our armor rating, especially at the moment with her being so tired, is something that we want to do. Pistol, there's another backpack, we'll take that. Shooting glasses, we might take those. I might be able to wear those with the helmet. Oh, did I drop that? I must have dropped that accidentally. There's another rucksack. Walkie-talkie. I'm going to grab a poncho. She doesn't really get affected by the rain, but having a poncho doesn't hurt. Alright, so let's dump all this stuff in here while we can. And now the car is full. And sometimes if you're lucky, you can actually pack things into bags and then put those bags into seats, and it'll give a little bit of a reduction, a little bit of a weight reduction, but not usually. Usually the weight reduction happens when you're carrying something. Anybody in here? I expect this is going to be mostly weapons because this is the armory. Oh, we've got some night vision goggles. We'll take those. There's the belt. Ah, perfect. The Fairwind tactical belt. Did that? Oh, that replaced the chest rig she was wearing, though. Okay, so we'll have to figure that out later. And there's another one of these. I want to check that helmet headset out and see if that'll take the place of a... radio. I'm sorry, because you have to hold the radio, which is kind of a pain. Weapons. Weapons. I don't know which one of these is better. One of these you can wear under hoods and helmets, and the other one you can. So I want to... Oh, that's nice. We'll just grab all of this. Too bad there's no vitamins, though. We really need vitamins. She's tired and... Oh, we're gonna grab this. There's a ham radio here. There's another balaclava. Let's grab that. Okay, so... And here, out here is another... Actually, before we do this, let's make sure this is off. The last thing you want to do is carry a radio that's on and then suddenly it goes off really loudly and draws every zombie in the near neighborhood to you. Alright, so the back was full. We're going to need to put that in a seat all by itself because I know that's heavy. So that's the mess tent, and as far as I know there's no gear in there, although there is food, but I'm not going to worry about it at the moment. And we've got another generator. That generator isn't going at the moment, but I can certainly take another trip back when I have a better truck and more carrying capacity. But right now I really just want to make sure I grab as much gear as possible because I'm not convinced that I have everything that I'm looking for. And so I want to make sure that I get it. And it looks like we're starting rain again. And it also looks like this is officers' quarters. We had a break in the rain, which was nice, but now the rain is starting again. Is there anybody in here? I thought for a moment I saw someone in here. There's another chest rig. Good. We should be able to sort out which there's certain ones that can only be worn on the front, certain ones that can only be worn on the back. The Fairwind Tactical Belt, which is this one, can be worn sometimes on the front or the back. Alright, so now I've got it on the back. And that makes me think that I should be able to wear a chest rig on the front without this being removed. And that's what we want. I don't know that that's the best chest rig. I like to double check the weight capacity, and I'll show you why when we get out of here. Alright, so actually I'll pull forward and then I'll get this crate. And we're almost done, if you can believe it. We have pretty much hit everything here at the military base. We've only got a couple more tents left, and then I'm just going to get out of here and say a prayer that that big knot of zombies on the road between here and West Point is not as big of a mess as I am afraid it is. Of course, another option would be to shelter down in one of these for the night or for an hour or two to give her a bit of rest. Ah, there we go. Combat pants. I want to put those on her immediately because those are better than anything she's currently wearing. Yeah, the jeans she's wearing are probably in crummy shape anyways. Alright. As you can see, no trolley. The trolleys do not populate out here as far as I know. I've never actually seen them out here, so I'm going to say with a fair bit of confidence that they probably don't show up at the military encampment. But that doesn't mean I'm necessarily right. I could be wrong about that. It's just I have not seen them out here. Oh, jeez, where did he come from? And what are you carrying? Nothing I care about. He might have been in this tent. Which is lucky. That means that I drew him out before I wound up stumbling onto him. Let's grab these. Let's grab this. Alright. I'm going to leave that. But I will grab another one of these. At some point I really want to come back and do a thorough looting. Pick up everything that isn't nailed down. Although I probably will still not pick up the guns and things. I know all you gun lovers are probably cringing at me passing by all these guns. But I just don't do well with them. And I find that they make a lot of noise. They attract a lot of zombies to you. And there comes a point where you're out of ammo and you're not holding a melee weapon, so you have to switch weapons in the middle of a crowd, and that takes more time than you have because you're surrounded by zombies, because you've attracted all of them with gunfire, and I just find that a big, hairy, scary mess. So alright, now we should be coming up on that big knot of zombies, which I would normally love to just break apart and take down, but yeah, look at all of them. But I'm not going to do it now. I'll do it when we come back. I'll come back through. Oh, there's 2 of them. Yeah, so we'll come back through tomorrow, and after she's rested, and we'll take care of those 2 big knots past the bend, because those are just going to keep generating more and more numbers. And see, even some of the areas where I had already killed zombies, we're getting zombie attention, and they're coming out of the woods, and there's a lot of them. So it pays to go through and just kill a few that are on the road while they're only a few, because once they start getting into big numbers, you're pretty much in trouble. And with her tired, I just don't want to run the risk of having to kite around a whole bunch of zombies and say a prayer that she doesn't get overwhelmed before. You know what? I'm just going to get onto the railroad tracks here, because I'm not 100% sure from this direction where the bridge is or how far we are from it. So we'll just get on here and take this all the way down. And you want to be careful speeding back here, because there are little walls and you can't always see them. And if you lose control, you're going to knock into one of them without being able to course correct. It's kind of tight back here. Or it can be in areas. Some areas you're okay, and others you're just... It's like going through a narrow trench, so you have to be very careful. Oh, I'm going to wind up hitting this guy. I hate to ruin my car that way, but he was right in the middle, and I wasn't going to stop for him. Have we gotten to the bridge yet? Where are we? Okay, so we haven't gotten to the bridge yet. So we definitely want to stay on the railroad tracks. Yeah, I got onto them way early, but that's okay, because we've avoided all these little impediments and stuff. Alright, and we should be passing. Yeah, we passed. I need to get off there. Where is the exit? Nope. There we go. It's here. Alright. Wonderful. Oh, no, I'm wrong. We hadn't gotten to the bridge yet. Well, that was odd. No wonder it didn't look familiar. Alright, so we'll just cross here. Luckily, there was an entrance and an exit right here where we can easily get on and off the railroad tracks. All right. This weather's getting worse, so I'm glad I'm bringing her back at 6 o'clock. She's hungry, she's thirsty, she's already exhausted. We're very tired. And the weather is really awful. And I'm going to go in the long way because I want to make sure that we don't have any zombies in the environment here. I hate to go after them when she's tired, but I just want to make sure that there's none really close by. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end it here. We've made it safely back to the safe house. I'm going to mess around with putting the gas tanker over here temporarily so I can unload the car. And then I'm going to take her inside. I'm going to unload. I'm going to put stuff away, probably get her some more skill points and sleep her, and I will come back tomorrow, and hopefully the weather will have stopped, and if the weather has stopped, we'll head back out to the highway, and we'll take care of the zombies along the way. We'll do a cleanup mission, road crew cleanup mission, instead of a looting mission, and we'll just have to see how that goes. So sorry about the message there. I will see you guys soon. Take care.